Hey, my name is Megan Crowley, and today I'm going to be telling you about borderline personality disorder. Did you ever wonder about this disorder, or what it even is, or how it happens? Well, that's what I'm here to tell you about. Do you know anyone that has this disorder? Because it's actually very common in women. Usually you can find it when they're in their teenage years, and most of the time, women can learn to control it by the age of like 30. But let me go ahead and explain to you what this is. What is a borderline personality disorder? A borderline personality disorder is a mental illness. It has distinct patterns of behavior, including severe mood swings and poor self-image. Due to these symptoms, people suffer from impulsive actions and relationship problems. Anger, depression, and anxiety are common for people with this disorder. These symptoms can last from a few hours to days. What are signs of borderline personality disorder, you may be wondering? Well, a website called Psychology has an article on BPD by Arnold Leiber, MD. He described BPD in the best way I could find. The difficulty in explaining borderline personality disorder is that it is a variety of symptoms, not just one specific thing. It is a disease from the mind that affects the way you act and perceive things. And I honestly picked this topic because I have borderline personality disorder, and it's something people really need to know about and learn and understand, because most people don't. And then somebody who has it is around them and they're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So some of the symptoms is they will have extreme emotions with everything. They can go from screaming mad to happy the next moment. They experience every feeling with so much depth: the depression, anxiety, happiness, and anger. They can feel an emotion for minutes. Like 1 minute I could be sitting here like playing on my piano, just thinking how much fun I'm having, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know how to play. Like just get mad, like throw the keyboard, and just, that's just how it is. And they honestly don't know why. They don't know what's going on or why they feel like this, and it's really sad. Their behavior will be inappropriate and unnecessary. To the person, like the person with the disease, they will feel justified, and in their response, unaware of the consequences. They don't have time to think, they just do. They also have a very poor adjustable relationship. You will notice their bad and reoccurring judgments of a person. They will most likely be attracted to people who treat them wrong just to have them there. That will affect every aspect of the person's life. Excuse me. So the biggest thing about borderline personality disorder is their biggest fear is feeling alone, or feeling abandoned, whether it's really there or it's not. But what are the risks of having borderline personality disorder? On Medicine Plus website, that is a trusted health information, it states how badly this disease really is, how much it affects a person, why we need to pay more attention to it. People with BPD often experience extreme abandonment issues that are real or imaginary. This can trigger the lack of impulse control. The person will do things such as self-harm, unprotected sex, feeling of emptiness, or even suicide. A percentage of 4 through 9 people die from suicide when having this disorder. This impulsiveness also affects day-to-day relationship. It is harder for people with this disease to keep a steady job, to complete school, and to keep a healthy relationship. The worst part is not knowing what is wrong with you, why you feel so crazy and out of control. It is hard to feel comfortable in your own skin. You feel like an outsider your whole life. The lack of knowledge about this can drive people to suicide. It's actually one of the main reasons why people with this disorder do commit suicide, because they're like, something is wrong with me. I don't know what it is. I'm just crazy. Okay, so some of the tests they'll need to get a diagnosis. The clinic Precise and Flow in Mississippi diagnosed me. After researching every page seems to do it similar, so they do it at Precise, they do it the same way like other clinics would. The first step is getting interviewed by a doctor or mental health provider just to see how you are. Next, you will have a psychological evaluation. In this process, you will have to answer questions about the way you act in situations. They will then check your medical history. Lastly, you will have to talk to a specific doctor with a degree in psychology to review your signs and symptoms. They can usually tell you right away if you have it or not. What information can I help you provide to family members or friends who want to help? So if you have someone you know in your life who has this disorder. So Help Guide's website explains how to help someone with BPD. First, you have to take care of yourself. Do not get caught up in their disorder and isolate yourself. This can cause you to have depression, resentment, or even physical illness. It can help to join a support group or how to handle someone with BPD. Listen to the person as much as possible and try to understand them. Focus mostly on the way they act and their emotions, and not so much as their words, because they will just say random things, and usually you can tell by their actions that that's not what they mean. Try to distract them when their emotions get out of hand. Try to talk about other things in the disorder. This can help limit the conflict and arguing. Always remember that this is a struggle for both of you. It isn't easy, but you have to live with it. Don't let the disorder control your lives. So, to go over everything that I just told you, people who suffer from borderline personality disorder, biggest challenge is controlling their emotions. Once people are diagnosed with this disease, they can take steps to improve their life and gain control of their emotions. Having a support system around you will help you manage the disease. It's one of the only ways you really can manage it, if I'm being honest. Like, you really just need help, and you really just need your support group, and you will get through it, and you will get past it. So, hang in there.